Kaboom! Hello, beautiful people, wherever you are. Welcome back. It's underscore Gintu back again to the root of today. Today, we are in banana plantation again to make sure that people are going to be getting much of the things that are going to be valid and coming out to this kind of the position right now, because we have much of the things analyzed to make sure that we're going to be getting hint after hint, because this is now the TV broadcasting it live from the banana plantation, and it's going called the Village Report. How the things are going to be coming, because we have much of the things that have already tangled because of the breaking news that are always coming out to this position right now, as I'm just standing to this position looking helter-skelter and magically located, so as I can just give you this kind of a hint that's coming out right now, because this is now the breaking news channel right now. Here we go, because if the people could just know, the person who was called Ayamaro Terrazzo is already dead. Dressed in peace, our guy called was one of the old dad who was doing the terrazzo compactation at Ayamara compound, and he was told that get out because you did nothing. And he has just, whenever he came out from the villa, he went and he was having much of the chest problem and is now kaboom. So here we go. We just honor the dignity and talk about we ever worked with him, and even the Mogesi and me, and talk about the three amigos who ever knew the guy, and he was one of the best people who are doing such of the works unto the villa during that time. We honor the dignity and also rest in peace wherever you go, to internal peace and memory, and we will remember you again and again. So this is the breaking news that is always coming from Gintu, because I have much of the things that are always coming to this kind of the broadcast, so as you can just be getting them. If you don't remember the guy, visit the previous videos of the Terrazzo from I Am Kenge, and you'll just get much of the videos that kind of a dad who was just looking like a porcupine, and he was just having a ball-like creature, and he was just doing the work very meticulous with another guy called John the Terrazzo. So he's just already rest in peace wherever he is, and people are already contributing to make sure that the funeral going to be held in Nairobi, and we're going to be making sure that we are part of the team celebrating the late Mzee of the Terrazzo. So here we go. It was just a breaking news, and a little bit to make sure that people are going to be getting what is just being withheld onto that position, because as we just relate on the things that are already still on the backyard as we are here, we talk about we have one of the person who has already arrived onto the village called Mr. Ian. So Ian is a hacker and also a computerist who is acting like a wizard of the computer, and is the one who is hacking and making sure that he's gonna be joking with much of the channels that are already in this kind of the portfolio. So here we are. Much of the people are relating about the videos that have already leaked out. They were coming from Mr. Ian, but the real fact is now to be revealed. Keep it tuned, keep it locked. Here we start the kind of the position. If you have never subscribed, like, share, comment, so as we can move together as a team. Here we go. The people have just remained, so as we can just move together as a team. Kudos to you and respect for every time that you come and revisit and rewatch and comment sweet comments that are going to be coming. But the only thing that I'm good about, I don't put I don't hide some of the comments. Whether it's the positive or negative, we shall know about the negative how they come, because much of the people are so jealous about, oh, Gintu, you expressed much of the leakings videos, so you could have not done it, because some of the things going to be coming out clearly. So here we go. We have to tangle and make it happen as we start this kind of the portfolio. So keep it locked, as much of the things going to be revealed, because yesterday I met with one of the guys called Gunmo, and Mr. Ian was in Nyaboase some 2 days ago, and they're still ongoing and tackling much of the essential things that Mr. Ian has been sent, because I told you I'm coming out with the impact about why is Mr. Cecil now coming back to the revenge time and making sure that things are gonna be rampant right now. And here is the report. The report of today that have already reached unto me is that I got a phone call, and this phone call was coming from the TTB, and he was talking about, hey, Mr. Gintu, wherever you are. I talked about, hey, who is this? Talked about you are talking to the trench town. I talked about, oh, why are you calling at this time? Who are you? Who I just sent you to call me? He talked about, Gintu, I don't have much of the things to reveal, but I want to tell you one thing. I said about, okay, what do you want to tell me about? He talked about, Mr. Gintu, let me tell you one thing. I honor whatever you're doing. You expressed what I ever did, and I really respect how the Nyabuhase is. And from this fraternity, I'm going to be taking this way, that maybe Nyabuhase, you don't know who is the master behind everything that's continuing unto Nyabuhase, and why is things happening the way they are. And whenever I say whatever is happening, you know what has trended and the leakages, how they're coming out from this kind of the gentleman. Because he told me that he's not the one who is transporting or making this kind of the videos to come out, because they are already being exposed with one of the gentlemen who is from Kenya, who was about to get engaged with Percy. So if people don't know that one, it's coming out clearly. So I told people that things are going to be coming out, but things are still warming up. As the things are going to be going, I asked about one of the questions that, hey, you are talking about you are not engaged in this kind of the transport or the export of the videos. Who was doing it, and why is it happening? The TTB talked about, you know what, person? Let me tell you one thing. Kenge himself, whenever he was going to film much of the videos, talking about this is a widow, this kind of a person need help, and whenever he just puts such kind of a video, he goes back to the WhatsApp group content, and they're gonna be talking about, hey people, they're gonna be asking some of the questions. Who is that lady? And how is the husband? How is the children? How can we engage so as we can help? Kenge is always chatting to them that whoever wants, she's a widow, you can just take her whenever you just help, you can just engage and be a family. So this is how Mr. TTB was ever engaged with Percy. So this is why things are just rampant outside here. And he talked about he has been already messed and disgraced with Kenge, because he was ever the first person to take the privilege, and Kenge was the one who was telling them, you can just handle the way you need, because an African is an African. Whenever you introduce money, this is how you move forward. So this is what is now happening, because he has now been disgraced already with Mr. Kenge, and Kenge is coming out to clarify that this kind of the site, he doesn't know this kind of a site of the Pornhub that is going to be available, because I talked about there are some of the websites that are already putting this kind of the things out, because we honored the section 37 of the Constitution of Kenya, yes, but the real fact about this kind of the things are not coming out from some people. They are downloaded from one of the apps called the Pornhub that they have already been set there, because I told you Nyabuhase is a sarcasm. Nyabuhase is out-natured, because how things are just ongoing right now as I'm speaking them is that Nyabuhase has developed a character that most of the people, whenever they see that the content is very hard to come out, they are going to engage in other websites so that they can just make sure that they are tangling and making it happen. Why am I saying so? They have engaged in one of the miscellaneous effect of engaging, sending much of the nudes, because much of the ladies, whenever I talk about the ladies, I was about to talk about even the people who have been ever working with Lady J. They have been always been thrown into this sarcasm. Why am I saying so? This kind of the videos are already uploaded in one of the platforms, and people are downloading and they are seeing them from the internet already. So whenever I come out to tell people, can you stop this kind of the habit, some people get me wrongly as I'm just I'm just taking the privilege of the widows. I'm not taking a privilege of anyone, because we have to clarify, we have to say it the way it is. Let's say the way it is. But the real fact is, some minutes or some months coming, it's going to be evolving as a bigger scandal and a bigger thing that's going to be reflecting. And I think I've just put it as one-on-one. And Mr. Cecil talked about, hey, Gintu, people are talking about I'm the one who has sent you the pictures, and I've just talked about some of the people are talking onto the comment section. Gintu is there to make sure that the report gets to the ground. And the real fact is one, I'm not used with anyone, because I have my own intellectual and talk about a team that's giving me much of the component of the information that I rely on. Not anyone, not any source, because I have to trust the sources. The real fact about what is coming out clearly, it's this one. The TTG called me and told me he has sent Ian to come to the village so as he can take part and collect data. So whenever you are in that village, and I'm giving this as a responsibility, and I'm telling people the fact that if you are not keen from that village of Pass, wherever you are, or Kenge fraternity, that area of Kenge's home, make sure that you are very, very safe, because Ian is sent to come and collect data. And this data is going to be jailing people, and you're going to be putting people behind bars. And the fact is, one, I asked about Mr. Cecil. Why is Ian back? Because I know he's an IT guy and is part of your team, because I ever saw him whenever we went to the hotel. He called you to confirm some of the things. But you ever told him that I'm in one of the platform, I'll call you later. I asked about, do you remember you said about you are in a meeting, you're going to be calling him later. Do you remember? He told me, yes, I can remember. He was asking me some of the things that I could not tell him whenever we were just a crowd of people talking about the achievements. I said, okay, so what is the deal? Mr. Zese himself talked about, let me tell you the fact, because I'm not going back to come to the platform again. He said that Ian is coming to the village to check on some of the reports. So I'm just putting this to the people. Whenever you see any report coming out from Nyaboase right now, I was told from date 1st, from January, there are some of the series that are going to be coming out. And this is the fact. Because whenever I tell people this is the fact, they want to be talking about, maybe you are just sent or this and that. No. I'm telling people what is the reality. Because from January date 1st, I don't hide anything. I tell people that from January 1st and exiting, it's going to be a sarcasm. It's going to be nasty. It's going to be nasty. Because one of the gentlemen is already sent to come and investigate much of the things from the village. And also, if you have a computer, be very punctual, because it's going to be hacked. Or you have a YouTube channel or you have a phone, don't leave it anywhere. So this is the information I'm giving out, because I know how these people are capable of doing. And as far as everything is in concern, he has already put his own home at Gunmo. Why is he not going back to the villa? He was chased with the conduct not to come back to the village. Why? He exposed that they were about to attack Nasto whenever they were sent as goons with the Demwangu. Why is he chased? Because whenever he was just told that you have to leave the village, he was told with the machete man and was carrying the machete. Talk about you have to leave the village with an immediate evacuate. And if you don't do it, I'm going to come for you so as you can leave the village. Because he ever exposed what was going on between them and the Demwangu and Nasto. So the fact of coming back, already I asked, so Ian is back to the village to do what? And he talked about why is he back, and he was chased. The Mr. Cecil talked about this. He has already talked with the Kenge family. Whenever Kenge is coming outside here to tell us, oh, I dislike, I disown, I don't like this kind of the person called Mr. Cecil because they have done this and that and this, but they're still in communication. Because the data that is already coming to my own portfolio, it's coming this way. They are already communicating with the conman, and the conman was called. So as it can tell the conduct and they can speak with the conduct. And during that day, there was a data problem and they had to buy bundles so as they can communicate before Davy talk about Lady J could leave to Nairobi so as they can take Matiko to a rehab. So the fact is coming out this way. So this kind of the data was being sent, called with a WhatsApp call, and the conduct was given the phone with the conman so they can communicate. As Ian gonna be coming, he is not being chased with the conduct again. So as the information that they want to get from the village gonna be reaching the point. Because I told you we had much of the people talking about we're gonna be sending some of the lawyers to come and capture and make sure that they're putting people behind bars. It is not going to happen, because I asked about that question. I heard that you have sent much of, or you are just engaging with a law firm that you're going to be engaging yourselves to make sure that you are going to put some people behind bars. Is it the correct? It talks about it was one of the scenario that I formulated so as people can fear and they can know that they have not to make sure that things are coming out. I talked about, so you knew what you are doing. So why couldn't you tell people that don't expose me or don't do this and this and this? Why couldn't you call her and tell her that don't expose me and this and this? Why can you now come out with some intimidation with the law firm? He talked about some people from Nyaboanse fear police. And I was told with Kenge about whenever you talk about police, people are going to be fearing. I said, okay, so Kenge is behind everything that's coming out from all the around the corners. So the fact is one, now whenever we have this kind of a goon called Ian, now you can just remember there's a time Ian and Gunmo, they were sent to come and make some shenanigans at my fish ponds. And whenever I found them, they started moving slowly and talking about, oh, you know, this and this and this and this. And I could not ask some question because you could not know how they were just prepared. Because you can never know. Because here in African tribes, like Korean tribe, you can just find a person is having some of we can talk about some metals put behind the pants. So you can never know if a person is coming to harm you or not. So you have to be very punctual about it. So this is what is happening right now and to the village right now. So from the call I just concluded talking about, so what is your aim? As you are just exposing this kind of the videos and sending them to everyone, is talking about is not the one who is doing it. He's just a person from UK and other sides who is doing this kind of the things, and much of them are coming from Kenya. So he talked about, do you have them? I asked about it. He told me that I have so many, I don't know, I was sent. I asked about, did you receive much of them from this kind of a lady? Talked about, no, I never received. I talked about, okay, so who is disbursing this kind of, who is exporting them? He talked about the sources are so many. And also he told me about this kind of the scenario I'm also talking to the people, that much of the people have been sold in the Pornhub website. And it's a fact that's coming out clearly that you'll just find your face one day, somebody talking about, hey, let me visit this kind of a website and see what is happening. You will find your face there and you'll wonder. This is a way that our ladies have taken the responsibility to engage so as they can just uptake much of their time and their bodies so as they can just sell them and get a little bit of something so as they can earn money. So that's why I always say that whenever you see somebody talking about, hey, a big surprise I've got to land, and yet whenever you check on how the things are moving, cornering. So keep it tuned because much of the things are going to be coming to you live, and this is how is ongoing. So whenever we say such kind of the things are going to be coming right now, and it's something that's very, very serious. So if we don't take it serious, Nyaboanse are going to be dissolving. If we're going to be dissolving, we're going to be making sure that we are frying ourselves. And frying ourselves, it means that the people who are engaged, they're going to be seeing these kind of the things very fantastic. And already we have another breaking news that's coming in from the demon, because we have got much of the calls that they were called to the con dad at home, and it's so embarrassing that the con dad was not even interested with such kind of a report. He was saying that I don't know what has happened because she's a mature girl. Yes, but the real fact is one, the demon or the Mwangu, she is about to terminate do something called abortion. So this kind of the pregnancy, it's going to be terminated, and you're going to be engaging in a serious relationship that this guy has talked about. You have to do it because whenever you want to engage with me, it's a serious relationship that's going to be coming out, and you're going to be having some engagement. And the real fact of this kind of a lady to go to the US, it has already been coming out because we have been told already that he's looking for a visa, the way Kenge was looking for a visa to get for the United States, but it never happened as he was thrown back to the ghetto of Argentina. So the fact is one, she's moving from one position to go and get a visa of United States as she's going to be married there and they're going to be engaging. The fact is one, the ball is coming from Jamaica, whereby the guy from Jamaica, and this ball is going to be terminated in the United States of America. So keep it tuned because much of the things are going to be revealed as things going to be getting into our own position, and we're going to be getting everything as they come. As they come, because I told you it's called, it's now changing the name to one-on-one reporting television. are going to be giving you all the reports, all sorts of the reports, so as you can gauge them and get them. Whoever wants to synthesize as I gold, I want to be making sure that you get the real report outside. This platform already, right now, I'm going to talk about the reactors. Know that every position you hear them talking about big surprise from here.
Already Punani has already been sent.
Punani goes.
After Punani is
Exposed.
there.
It was exported.
Exported already.
Exactly.
So we have those two ladies.
Yeah.
And they have already constructed the house.
Exactly.
Black iron sheets. So
Fantastic.
we have another person on the spot already. We have the GT.
The GT.
Has changed the name to go with somebody.
Exactly.
Exactly. So he's part of the program, and right now he wants to vanish from here and want to Burundi. He wants to go and build in Burundi because he's talking about much of the things going to be revealed before they're going to be coming out, because we have much of the things coming for BT.
Exactly.
Now things going to be coming, so he has to vanish from this side before things get bad.
Exactly. Kindly, if you know you have already just said, learn to NBI.
Run to NBI.
And
Apologize before things get
Exactly.
worse.
Yeah.
Before
Say
things
that I'm
get worse.
sorry, I was, because we have much of the names.
Now,
Exactly.
and not only the names,
Not
and
names.
Also the nude picture.
pictures and also short videos.
Imagine.
My friend, people are marinating themselves.
Imagine a
that
person
is-
can make that thing to
How do you tell me how the blend is calling in English?
Jessica.
Jessica.
The lady she
Imagine.
marinated until she
Jessica.
removed Jessica
Jessica.
food into into Punani.
Into Punani.
Into Punani.
Things are possible. That's called marination of the highest order. It is called using all the ingredients and all they are called condiments.
And the imagination must to be fixed together, so that you fix your imagination that I'm just.
I told you one day. I told you. You have to get a very good camera.
Yeah.
For you to sell, make sure that they are clear as possible.
Exactly.
So whenever they are coming to us, they are so exactly fantastic.
Fantastic.
Imagine, but
Is it fantastic or awkward?
For
Yesterday in
for-
one
for
of the
another
stream
one,
of Kenge, I see it talking about. I see part of the Three Amigos shown one and ask, how do you see this? It's
was
called fantastic.
it was fantastic.
So the video, always the video was very fantastic.
For how the marination is on.
The sting
ongoing.
is stingolizing.
The sting goes kriya. Pa, po, kr, pa, 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 pa.
Purugushu.
Kurugushu, karagasa, kurukung, kung, kung. Pa.
Right now, the one of the ladies just getting. We have already purchased the land. We have get the land.
Yeah, it's called alligator sausage.
Alligator sausage.
Exactly, the alligator sausage is talking about guys. Big surprise, getting a land, owning a land in Korea land. Ah,
Imagine.
that land is reflecting.
Yeah.
The,
Just imagine sending those. You know.
Let me
that-
tell you. Let me.
those people, the people who are enjoying, not small 360 nyashes.
Yeah, that-
Imagine now, big
No.
even, the nyash like Koga one.
Even let me tell you, those pictures that we do receive, do you know what? Those pictures that we do receive, the Punani is also booming. Is like Ikona Kitambi. How do we call Kitambi?
It's called how is it?
Booming stomach.
Not stomach. It's called belly.
The Punani is bearing like a stomach berry. Like a stomach berry.
So you are watching.
It's full.
You are watching.
Some
My
of
friend,
them.
we
Let me
have
show
it.
you.
So you have it.
Some of them.
Look.
So whenever you say you have it, show me. Not
No,
here. You
we
say
have
you have it.
We, no,
Some
we-
of them they have some big this one big.
My
And
friend
it has
look
close.
like this one. He said today was sent like this one. It is very impossible, but we have to bear with the condition and circumstance. Look on this. The Punani is bearing.
You have these things. Are you serious?
Let me. Yeah, you
Are
know
you always
those are shit things.
Mogesi.
Look,
Mogesi.
let me show you like
You have like 73.
like this one.
Stupid.
Is also booming. Is bearing. Is bearing.
Stupid.
Guys, people are enjoying outside here. Content
You
creators are enjoying
know,
outside here.
much of the people they do say that just send me. No, I can't send you. Why are you going to enjoy it too? And
you want to enjoy it too.
No, I never enjoy it too. Me, what I do participating is in terms of exposing.
It has a
What?
a zigzag shape.
Which one?
That one, the last one that we saw now, it has a it's somehow
Irregular in shape.
irregular in shape. It has some these.
Mashavu. Mashavu.
It's called chin.
Hey, it has some
Chicks.
big
Chicks.
Chick.
Chin is this one. So this one is called chicks.
Imagine.
Fantastic. So here we go, guys, and everything gonna be coming out ready and available, because whenever we say that this kind of the things has to be got out from the platform, people talk about, oh no, this and this and this and this. Much of the people are not even willing to talk about, why are you exposing this? We have to expose this and not expose this. How do you uptake such kind of a thing that we have to expose others, but whenever we have a group, like even right now, whenever we say that Ernesto does something wrong, we have to tell him.
That is
If he
very
doesn't recommend to be told, we are going live.
Now.
To say that now you have to do it, you have to change.
Because
this is what has cost. Okay, whenever Gintu is not with Ernesto, people might ask, what is the problem? I'll talk about Ernesto doing this and this.
Yeah.
You have to say it the way it is. So as it can be, everybody will get it. Whoever will judge it, will judge it. So what about, how can you uptake such kind of a thing? So we spare ourselves?
I think like sparing
There is
When you enter into reaction,
yeah,
there's an agreement in reaction.
exactly.
I'm in work.
Yeah.
You are in work.
Yeah.
He's in work. So for the fact that anything that's coming out should be validated,
Exactly.
everything should be put to the public, everything people should know. And we have much of the things to reveal and to come out, because people are talking about why Gintu can you expose a woman?
So how can we expose the man to?
I'm just wondering still.
So those are such kind of the stupidity that we are not
Entertaining.
Exactly, entertaining.
Yeah.
And we have to come clear.
We have to be clear.
Yeah.
The fact about the clearness that we want to put to this kind of the focus is one.
Yeah.
Yesterday, Kenge went in a live.
Yeah.
And he was talking about this kind of, there are so many girls.
Yeah.
And they're going to be waiting for us
Exactly.
to reveal, and they're going to be uptaking it and
expose.
posting it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we have this kind of the things that we want to change, but it's like the government have ever talked about.
Yeah.
You are an official, he's an official, I'm official.
Yeah.
We are fighting corruption. But you are the one doing it, he's doing it, I'm trying to fight, I'm the one who is not doing, then we are trying to fight that this kind of the corruption has to end. How is it going to end? Yet you are doing it, he's doing it, but whenever we are together, let's end it. It can never end.
It can never.
Because we are the people practicing it already, you know?
Yeah, sure.
So if we just make sure that we experience, we just talk about it. We tell people that this is what is coming out. This is what they are doing.
Yeah.
And that's why, you know, Kenya yesterday talked about how much money is coming to Kenya. People are receiving a lot of money.
Even Kenge noticed that.
Imagine up to he said that the money can even buy a jet.
I'm
Imagine.
telling
And
you, if you combine all the monies that are coming due to the nudic photos that are coming in to Nyamuhanse, people could have been owning Mercedes.
Imagine.
I'm telling you.
Mercedes-Benz is something like is very cheap. How about Crown?
No,
Is it Crown?
Crown is there. The Mercedes Benzes. Talk about the Benzes. Talk about the big. Talk about the Ferraris. People could be owning Ferraris here.
Yeah.
People could be owning Protons here. I'm taking. People could be owning Bentleys.
But do you know what's happened?
And you know what?
One of the conversations that I have here into my phone that one of the Sponyo was sending money to a certain lady, and the lady was just also sending some Nordic picture. The real information that is just come, it was the money was sent to purchase the land, to purchase some cows, to purchase things like that.
Exactly.
But the real things I don't know where the money disappeared. I don't know
How it disappeared.
Yeah, because
even the gentleman talked about, you know what? Now, if you are going to scam me, it's going to come out very badly.
Very
you remember
badly.
that text?
Exactly.
It is coming because now Lady J was messing.
was messing.
Do you remember even he was contacting saying that, oh, now why are you not sending? It's on Tuesday. You have 5 days without posting. What's happening?
You are
Talked
missing.
Have you got another person? So this is what is coming out. And there's nothing going to be not coming out as far as the three amigos going to be having. The NBI is on the point. We talk about, I rely on my, I have talk about intensive, talk about the people who are bringing the information.
Yeah.
I don't get information from anyone because
we do dream.
Imagine there's a person who is now coming in to tell us, oh, now I've sent you this kind of the photos. Can you tell us who is this?
Yeah.
Talk about this is the bullshit. Now you want to talk about I'm not receiving any kind of information from a unknown source.
Yeah.
I have my own sources that I derive from information.
Exactly. So you to act like a kid, setting us like your stupidity. Stop it.
Stop it.
Stop it before it comes for you.
And the people are talking about again to send me. Mogesi send me so as I can confirm. And people are coming out to talk about, oh, if you don't send it to me, I'm going to unsubscribe.
Yeah.
Leave.
So they have to confirm first.
If even Kenge himself was talking
Confirmed.
about, he has very many of them.
Yeah.
What about Gintu, whom I am having even very big, intensive informations, very big a team to explore and get much of the information and bring it out validly. And people are talking about, hey, send it to me so as I can confirm. I can only screenshot ahead and send it to you, if that's what
exactly.
you want. Only ahead and tell you that who is this. No, that it is the one that I'm watching.
That is the
So the fact that it is there, this kind of the ladies. Yesterday I was walking in Nyabuhanse.
Yeah.
Then I met
it was
a crowd of people. They were together and they never saw me. And I went to purchase some mandazi.
Yeah.
And I just was about to lean on the wall. Then I was putting my legs together, writing number 4.
Yeah.
Then they were talking about, now this kind of the boys, they have now disrupted everything. People have feared. Now we are going to have no money coming to Nyabuhanse. I talk about, okay. Now you know what you are doing. Even the people you trust, Mogesi, I'm telling you, they are part of it, but they can never tell you.
You know what?
Yesterday I saw a crowd of people. They were like 10.
Yeah.
And each of them was seconding the ideas.
Yeah.
And the sausage, I talk about, there was sausage girl, there was a underwear lady, there were so many gentlemen there.
Yeah.
And they were talking about, this kind of the people have come to destroy whatever we started, and why are they not sending them?
Yeah.
Why are they attacking us? The fact is one, if we have found it, and they were doing it, why couldn't they tell people, man, if you want to get money, go tell everyone now, so as they can know there's another platform apart from YouTube, so as we can change from YouTube to it.
That is how they can also speak.
Yeah. So as if it's not relying on YouTube only, let's know there's another platform, we go there. So as we know that, okay, let's cross the YouTube channels. Where all of us, we cross in Nyabuhanse. We say that now we are going to another platform. Called
the easiest money delivery.
The easiest. We open only, it's how much? It is 30,000 Kenya shillings to open it.
Yeah.
And if you have 30,000 Kenya shillings, you can open and start posting whatever you want to post. And people will be paying money to come and visit. That's what the girls are doing. That's what the boys are doing. Lady J is doing it. Gunmo was introduced to it, but never knew it.
Yeah.
But whenever Lady J is talking about that one, people don't know that he's the one who is an agent.
He's the agent.
And even Kenge, I don't think if he knows this, because I have a very big bureau of investigation that has already brought the idea that we have agents and the subjects.
Yeah.
We have people who are engaged. Hey, please, there are people who are engaged in terms of agents.
Yeah.
We have so many boys who have engaged in terms of agents so as they can recruit ladies. There are ladies who are known as Boke fraternity. All of it, they are nonsense.
They are not?
Boke fraternity. We have to put
Fight mode.
We have Boke fraternity. Anyone with a name Boke at the end, think twice.
Think twice.
And there are some of this kind of the ladies And there's a boy called JT, a very silly, innocuous person who cannot even withstand anything. He cannot come out to tell us because the sister was being used with Lady J to hang the legs out openly, put her legs out like a wheelbarrow, spread them, and put the punani out, and Lady J was the one filming them, so they can just put them to the other person, so they can sell it. And now he's coming to attack that, oh, the ladies. Yet the sister is doing it. He cannot come out to clarify about it.
That is the real fact.
Very stupid of the highest order.
And a very silly.
And I'm gonna be sending him the photo.
Yeah. Of your sister.
Your
so
sister.
that you can see your punani of your sister.
Exactly. If that's what they need. Because I'm telling people the fact, they think that we are lying. I said one day, if it's going to occur this way, I'm going to make one thing. I'm going to send the pictures to their mothers, to the parents. So as they can see.
Kufa dereva makanga?
Kufa dereva makanga.
Even Kang
Leo ni
introduced that.
kifo cha mende.
Asema ooh. Kufa dereva makanga.
Leo ni kifo cha mende.
Nayo.
Nayo. That's the fact. Because if a person cannot even talk about it, if you it's better you join the people and talk about, hey bro, are you serious that this is happening? Are you serious that this has ever happened? How can we do to intrude to make sure that these things don't come out vividly and responsibly? How can we uptake it? But coming out to attack Gintu because of exposing what is the reality and talking about, oh, because they want to restore their donations, that, oh, we are supporting this kind of the person because the people are supporting her and supporting him, so they're donating so they can be retained. Nonsense of the highest order.
Exactly.
Nonsense of the highest order. The only fact about it, let everyone express the real fact. If we say about the reaction is reaction, if I'm in work, if JT does wrong, I'll hit him like a Cherokee drum.
That is the real fact.
If Mkanor brings nonsense, rindima. If on trending does this, rindima. If Black Beauty does this, rindima.
Nothing to spare?
There's nothing to say because you are a reactor. Whenever you came to the reaction, you never knew that. A reactor is a reactor. It's like a politician. Today we might be together, but tomorrow
it will be
we are repelling. Separate. But tomorrow but one, we are again together in a hotel drinking. The same thing is happening to the reactors. But Nyabohase, it has been like a playground that people are doing it. Whenever we say that, please, if you have a friend like Ernesto, I'm having a website. I want to make sure that I'm clarifying it very fantastically. Why can't I tell Ernesto, hey, there's another platform here apart from YouTube. Are you earning money from YouTube? That is nothing. I have another website. So as we can be introduced, do you think that Kenge was biased to bring YouTube? Because he knew they're going to be bringing the impact. But there's another website that this kind of the people are jealous of. They cannot give us the real fact about this is what is paying on YouTube. So as people can go there. And the fact about it, people have already been introduced, but it will come. Whatever you do in darkness, it will come to the light one day.
That is the real fact.
Because even in the UK, in the US, Canada, wherever you send them to, they are tired. Because you cannot send today this style. How many styles are there?
A lot of them.
A lot of them, but if a person, you know, the more you put, the more the money, you know? So there are people who have, you know, even the content. It's like the content in YouTube. The consistency, the more the money. You get me? The more the morning, the more the money. You know? The more the marination, the more the money. You get me? The more the clear the picture is, the more the money. You get me? So that is what they're doing. So for them, you see, they are sending a lot of money so they can buy the gadgets which can satisfy the HD class. So as even XXX or NXX can send or can just make sure that they are getting that's kind of the content and posting it. They can buy it from you. Do you know that there are websites that are buying? So if you do it in an HD way, you can sell it to those companies so that they can sell abroad. That's how people are gaining money. And people are not told outside here. You say somebody today is cladding this, tomorrow Nairobi, I don't know, Mombasa, I'm going to the beach, I have a
Tanzania.
birthday, I have Tanzania, on
Zabe.
Zambe. Think
Purugushu
twice.
is too much.
Think twice. Because this is the real fact that is coming out. And we're going to be revealing them, and we're going to be revealing them heavily.
No one we are going to spare.
Exactly. No one?
We are going to spare.
No one?
We are going to spare. Even Kenge speak. Boys, let's go.
Let's go.
You are working.
We are in the work.
Exactly.
Fantastic.
And maybe at a given moment, we're going to say that congratulations to Kenge Ola. He is amesaliti wale watu.
Kudos
to Kenge.
Kudos to Kenge.
And join the group.
And respect to Kenge.
Let's go.
Has done it happen. Yeah. Because if he has come to our own minds, we can even tango. We can
and
work
he
together.
said that it is very disappointed.
Very disappointing.
And disgusting too.
And disgusting. And awkward.
And useless.
And approximately stupidical and silliest order.
And the pogromization.
Pogomatic.
Imagine.
And Pogomaya.
Pogomaya.
This is the fact that we are going to be getting together, guys. So as you can just be redeeming, making sure that everything is coming to you live. And it's one-on-one from this point. Keep it tuned, keep it locked. Everything going to be coming to this kind of the portfolio coming back. So keep it watching. Other contents are coming backside of this.
Exactly.
Exactly. So keep it tuned, keep it locked.
Watch the space.